one of the nice differences between the iPhone 17 Pro Max and the 16E here is this dual feature, and then this nice zooming thing. So we'll probably use this to make movies and photos and stuff, and the other one for making music and doing our other stuff like this. YouTube. All right. So we're gonna deal one last time with this troll. We're gonna read everything they've done since the beginning of the year. Well, since I got out of the hospital, and before I go back into the hospital. So it's kind of like perfect timing, but we're just gonna read all their stuff one time, and then that'll be it. We're not gonna deal with them anymore. Who's watching here? This is Boothe to your right, and Zanti. Both of them are my kids. They're both grown up now. Their Boothe is probably 18, and Zanti was 9 or something. Now Zanti's 20, and my daughter's in her 30s. My other daughter, Boothe. All right. You got that? So that's Boothe and that's Zanti, because that's what's going to come up here, along with my mama and my sisters. All right, I think we're going. So this is YouTube Studio. This is where it takes all the trolls' comments that you don't later see here when you're on my channel. See, when you get to the channel, you, the viewer, you don't have to see these hideous things, but they, the hideous troll, think that what they've written is still on the channel. So I have to see it, you don't have to see it. I think they know that, but maybe they don't. It's YouTube's way. They say, well, we'll take the thing away, but you won't know, the others won't know, but the troll will think that he's still writing stuff and it's okay, it's still there. I don't know why they do that. It's giving them some sort of perverted joy, and it makes me mad. All right, so let's bring in our characters. So first of all, let's go to the very first one that he wrote. He's writing here for the top 3 audio hacks, eliminated unwanted sound now. He's using an old photograph of Zanti Bodnar when she was a kid, and she's writing for her. I'm Zanti Bodnar, and I was frequently abused by my father, Misha Bodnar, that's me, / Mark Kreiden, that's me. He's gonna wanna make sure that you guys know that. Here's the next one. See, the title that he uses for his hashtag is Zanti Bodnar, I was abused, and a picture of her. Both don't belong to him. Zanti Bodnar, I was frequently abused. All right, now he's spamming, so he's done several things that are quite wrong. All right, pay the Libre. That used to be mine without the one E at the end. It was just Peda, which means pedagogy, or it's a type of food, Hindu, spiritual food. And Libre was just free pedagogy. And then that picture is back here. He took that picture from that, see? It's a black and white version of that picture. So he's taken already a picture of my daughter that doesn't belong to him. You'll see later he takes a picture of my mama too. They don't belong to him. And then he uses my videos too. Which was this one. Someone is harassing me online. It's this person. All right, so he's spamming me. That's against the rules. He's defaming me. That's against the rules. He's impersonating other people. That's against the rules. Oh, and he does bad jokes. What's it say? Knock, knock. Who's there? Lana. That's my mama. Lana Bodnar, who'd rather get a facial than have Misha Bodnar. Now, I think what they meant did my creepy video go too far? They meant to say she's getting one of those kind of facials, not, a pedicure at the spa and a facial. But maybe they did. We're going to give them the benefit of the doubt. This one says, the name Misha Bodnar, Mark Kreiden, is often alleged to appear on the Epstein list. Now, that's supposed to be funny. Well, there's somebody who sent the cops to my door inappropriately. Now, on this day, where it says, why did the police show up at my house? I had just gotten back from the hospital, and so I was just in bed. That's all that was going on, sleeping. Because those of you who've been to a hospital, you know that you don't get any sleep, and they're always like drawing blood and all that wonderful stuff all the time. Right, Kitty? And so I was just sleeping for once, and the police showed up like that, shining a light in my face, saying that I'm some sort of creep, and saying I was yelling. No, that wasn't happening, and they didn't want to know. The name Misha Bodnar, oh, it's been said again. So that's called spamming when they repeat themselves. Up, the name, there's another time. So on 3 different videos, 4, they keep repeating the same thing. Can you spot the big hospital mistake? Now, that's me with, I think, an error. Something was wrong with the IV that I had, but this person doesn't care. They're just writing this stuff. Here it says, we will never stop exposing this Santa Barbara child predator or warning others about his abuse. Thankfully, his daughters and ex-wife are helping bring the truth to light. Now, if you ask them, you could ask any of them, and my mama too, that's coming up, they would say, no, that's not true. But he's like, well, if I put a photo of her here and just say my father, Misha Bodnar / Mark Kreiden, first of all, she would never say that. She would just say my dad. And that's it. But for some reason, this person thinks that they would go, my father, Misha Bodnar / Mark Kreiden, always took us to this hotel. All right. So this video was me following this leaf blower who was following me all over town, right? Gas leaf blowers, excuse me, have been banned. And here was this person using it at a deadly hour. And it was funny because I was going to this hotel to get away from a leaf blower that arrives later at my house that had been following me around. It just was funny. But this person is just obsessed. My father, Misha Bodnar, always took us to this so-called vacation. In reality, we were sexually abused in the hotel room. It's all right if you say so. Now, this is Vladimir Olensky. The world would have been spared a child abuser if his mother had settled for the facial. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Child abuse seems to be his legacy. No, these are my legacy. And, doing the band Bela Lugosi is my legacy. But let me tell you, from this hotel, El Encanto, I wrote this. Each year, I think I just copied this from HBO. Each year, there are more than 3 million incidences of stalking in the United States. This incident takes place in France. I'm thinking that this is my son, Theo, who's doing this. Now, Sarah, who's a YouTuber, was like, whoa, why would he do this? And I'm like, I don't know. Let's see what Vladimir Olensky has to say. The world would have been spread, blah, blah, blah. How can you trust someone who has said 100 times to stop, yet continues abusing children in the pink torture chamber. That's just not even good English. And these are the videos that they do. They're right there. Let's show you, shall we? So the videos that this person does, well, this is me showing you the videos, but this is, of course, Aunt B from Andy Griffith Show, and we've been showing you Kurt Cobain's journals. One of his songs from the album Bleach, Seinfeldism, was, well, it writes some perverted things about Aunt B and Floyd the Barber and all this stuff, and so we were having fun with that. But what was I doing here? Let's just move ahead. Oh, I was trying to record stuff in analog while watching television. Let me move ahead here. Let me see if I can find his stuff. So there, that's him. He uses a video of me. There, that's a video of Xanthi that he says some pretty terrible things. Perde and Xanthi were daily, I guess, abused. This one says when she refused to play with his sex toys. He doesn't get a lot of views. He gets like 30 views. At least mine get 100. Like this one, Santa Barbara Child Predator. But that's my video. That's a cop coming to the door. Not because of me being a predator, but because of a thing called swatting. Oh, there's a penis on a doorknob. Now that's what he did with my channel. I used to be known as Lord Kreiden. That is my photo on the left. He took it. And then he just sticks penises on doorknobs like that and gets my original channel taken down because everyone's like, whoa, that's not proper, Lord Kreiden, and you put a penis on a doorknob. At the same time, his thing only has one video, and it's of me supposedly smoking a crack pipe. Well, my channel, which had like interviews and me playing the cello in churches and whatnot, there was about 1,800 videos just got taken by the company YouTube, who was like, this is not appropriate. But it's just they're blind. They confuse this person who's defaming. Like, this is my mama, but she's 92 years old and she doesn't get on YouTube. By the way, Xanthi and Perde also, they don't get on YouTube. So if they have channels, you'll know it's this other person. So this particular one, I think we got taken down, but it's my mama, and then he put as an address there, see the John Horton? That's my dead stepdad. It's just in totally poor taste. And there it says my son Misha Bowkowski, also known as Mark Lord Kreiden, which once again, my mama would just say my son Misha. So it's obvious that it's not her, but it says abused my blah, 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 grandchildren. He's got more videos of like my face and stuff. He makes me look bad. Look at that, up the nose. What did I write? We tried ignoring the stalker game, and this is what happened. Yeah, we ignored him. My daughters ignore him. I ignored him. My mama tried to, but she had to go to the cops. Because look, there's a penis on a doorknob, and he's saying she did that. Now, this is somebody called Christina Bodnar. We don't know who that is, but it's a random photo, and then there's that penis on a doorknob. You know that's against YouTube policy, but for some reason he doesn't think it is. Now this is my channel. It's satire and good old gonzo journalism, and that's what we're doing right now. Let's go on. This is when my house was a mess, and they would say, this troll would be like, I think I saw a rat, and I would say, no, that's not what you saw. All right, and we were doing things like that, showing you how to use this mixing table. We were listening to things like this, things by Rick Rubin. We were showing you coping strategies using ChatGPT 5.1. We were showing you my first YouTube channel. My first one was this kid as a baby right here. And my band, Bela Lugosi, it's got an accent over the E. And Biblo and Misha Bowkowski, and it was 18 years ago, 1.7K views, and Polytoxic was the name. We called it Polytoxic because of an interview with, see, I don't know why they put a commercial on this. I didn't agree to that. See, so they use me, YouTube, and they abuse me. And maybe that's the thing. But there's no way that this should have a commercial on it. How did they get away with that? Who knows? Who knows? I have to forget all this stuff. I'm gonna forget it. But like, let me play my video now. It's another thing is that they take videos from you. So that was filmed in Super 8. We got a Super 8 camera. We had bought it for per day, but those of you who did follow my other videos know that when she got here, she was under duress and was no longer the same. She hasn't been the same ever since a mental illness that she had. And this troll actually contacted people on Facebook as me and said I was suicidal, and then people were showing up at the door, even her doctors from the social services down the street. I didn't want it to be reminded of all that. It's like PTSD. The person doesn't care. And so I gotta talk about something. Here she's grown up. She's like playing the piano and there's smoke coming out of it. And there was our dog, Strad. Now here she is at the beach. And funnily enough, it's in the exact same place where I get swatted and the Sheriff Bill Brown surrounds me with his men. And they go, give us the phone, give us the phone. Because I used to film these really long live streams. And I was walking from Santa Barbara Homeland Security, which is just the harbor, the beach. There's a sign that says Homeland Security. And I guess he got a call from someone from YouTube, a gamer by the name of Joy Zasaro, who said, hey, take this man down. So they all came around and they went, active shooter, active shooter. I got accused 3 times of being this active shooter, which I haven't done the crime yet. And I think that's on one of the videos where they go, yeah, actually he didn't. All right, so this is Seinfeld-ism. I don't think it's the guy who's been trolling me. I think the guy who's been trolling me is using that person's account. But there's his Zanti Bodnar I Was Abused channel. And there's another picture of my child. So this was another video that you had taken down. And I guess I'm doing videos going, this is another video. They took down my videos. But look, he only gets 32 views. And I get a bunch of views. I got like hundreds, at least, on my little videos, dude. So, you know, I don't know if I have enough time here. I wanted to make it less than 20 minutes. We might have to do a part 2, a part deux. I don't think I want to. I didn't think it was going to be this long. This is Misha Bowkowski. He took that from me too. And once again, there's the picture that I showed you over there. So you know he got it from me. And you know he's always doing the same thing. And then Peda Libre, he took my name. So there you go. He does it here, he does it there. He's got a dozen channels. That's me, somebody by the name of Pedro Libre Audits. I chase him out of town. That's the first video on my channel if you want to really see it. Damn, there's it. You see, it's totally inappropriate. And this person, who knows, do they know that he's doing this to her? We did get one of his, or two or three of his accounts taken down. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm covering up the deal. This is what it looks like. It just says it's terminated for violating, and that's it. So they go on and they make another one. I'm pretty tired of this. It says, how can you trust someone who has 100 times? Is that spamming? Again, right? Didn't he already say that? I wish he would say new things. Oh, here's my mama. Please pray that no children were abused in the restrooms. Now, this is funny because there's no restroom. I'm just reading from a newspaper, and the subject matter is more fun. Don't you think? Did Jeff Bridges really spill iPhone 17 secrets? I mean, Seinfeldism. You write, this channel blatantly violates YouTube policies by promoting violence, racism, child exploitation, and drug and alcohol misuse. It glorifies serious harm to minors and criminal behavior act. Now nobody acts on it. And I want to tell you, dude, you know that with my kidney problems, I can't be smoking cigarettes or smoking weed. I can't be drinking the vodka or having the wine. I can have a non-alcoholic beer, so I did do that, but you made some video about me and made it look like I wasn't being sober. So it really doesn't matter with you. I lose all the time. But I'm worried now for my sister and stuff because you've threatened her life. So I'm going to just give you this one little thing, but go ahead and tempt me, dude. I know I got some cigarettes in there too. I will smoke. I will drink vodka. I will smoke this dope. I will have friends bring over some more weed. And I'll do all the drugs that I can find in the house. And I'll start eating junk food again. Just make your move, dude. All right? But for right now, just listen to me now. Because I put this everywhere that you troll me. It says, dear felony stalking cyber bullies, you are blatantly breaking YouTube policy rules by spamming me for over 2 years. 2 years you've been spamming. Also, my sister says you threaten her life about 64 times a day. That is spamming and felony stalking. You impersonate my mama while accusing me of crimes I've never committed. That's impersonation, elder abuse, and defamation. Now you say, pointing out that I'm a P word, and you have a problem with the P word, right? Isn't defaming in your book? Well, it's spamming when you say it over and over and over and over again. And it's elder abuse and defaming my mama when it shows up in Google search. And it's just defaming the kids too. It's no respect for anybody. And Americans, you got a thing in here, you say I'm stealing from taxpayers. You got another one, you say I'm stealing welfare checks. It's like so ridiculous. We can't do that stuff. I wouldn't be able to get away with it. And right now I was doing stuff like showing people how to prepare meals and healthy groceries. And we talk about stuff like that you don't even know what it's about, dude. So let me finish my deal and let's transcend here and end this. You target cellists and transcending spiritual leaders, which is racist and a hate crime. You accuse me of racism. You rinse and repeat your crimes using AI, which is against YouTube policy guidelines. You have no chivalry in your soul. You know I've told you that forever. And you don't care, which is BS and just plain stupid. You are stupid. You say that nobody cares, which is projecting, and you stonewall and you gaslight as well, which are all psych terms that your psychiatrist should dude. Have taught you. Maybe you need a different doctor. You accuse us of not being sober, but you act like someone who's messing with their prescriptions and perhaps self medicating while telling others to go get help. You accuse me of child abuse as you abuse my children freely on a regular basis on this platform using photos that do not belong to you. You think that doctoring a photo of my grandmother and sticking a dick in her mouth is funny, and you upload it just to harass me while saying you are not defaming. In your book, dude, you don't read books, so you're lying to yourself. You're cut and pasting. You're messing with my life. It's a hassle to deal with you. No soup for you. We told you this already. Now, read the rest of what I write to you because it looks like I'm not going to have time. I'm at 26 minutes. I knew this was going to be a hassle. And it's just you, dude, spamming grossly violates. This is BS. My granddaughter per day was sexual. It's sexually abuse, not sexual abuse. And the facial deal, it's not how it's done. The defenseless children with someone else's photo and calling yourself Christina Bodnar. 13 days ago. That means you don't know how to stop. You've been doing it for it's almost 3 years. We're getting to the third Thanksgiving is coming up. And I'm going to be in a hospital. And you're going to be there going, he deserved it. YouTube, do something about this. Pray that no children were abused. Of course not. It was a brand new home for cheap, real clean. Don't you know how to be clean? This one, the sober moments. That's why I think it's my son. Because in the sober moments, dude, there's the house. Of course there's nobody being abused there. And I was showing you a very nice meal. I was showing you I'm sober. I'm telling you, I'm in a place where, yeah, there used to be, that was the place, Harry's, to like get really stiff drinks. And that's where we found this kitten as a kitten. Well, we saved her at the pound and they said she had been found in here. This little kitten. So somebody brought her in, probably being like, this will be cool. I'll give it to some girl. And the girl was like, oh my God, how did you do that? Why did you do that? And he's like, oh, this cat's not mine. She's really scared of everything, especially the noise that comes from upstairs. And that's another video here. I show you the noise. You hear that it's yelling and stuff all the time. And you blame it on me? That's cold, dude. Could you spot the hospital problem? Call me, son, and apologize. But this is where I'm going back to. This is Cottage Hospital. If you guys are so smart, tell me what all this is. Air bubbles. It was air bubbles. Even Sarah from Slab City would tell you. It's not good. Won't help you guys to go stop messing around. I'm not on meth. And I didn't go there to be sober. I went there to get an operation. And now I think I got another one and it's major. And I'm worried about it. Because the last person I heard, there were complications at my age. And they don't ever return to life. They get unalived. And you saw how weak well, no, you didn't. You don't look at those videos. You just write stuff. Well, come on, nurse. Get me out of here. Dad, get me out of this.